The season of love is upon us, or it's gonna be upon us pretty soon. Hey guys, welcome back. I am here today with another video for you. I want to show you a small shopping haul of some vintage items that I picked up at an antique store a few days ago. And I have some Valentine stuff I want to show you guys. Some of it is some vintage Valentine that I've picked up that I'm keeping, like these little these vintage Valentine decorations. This reminds you of like elementary school when you used to decorate for Valentine's Day. But I also want to show you some things that I actually have in my Etsy vintage shop already listed that I bought a while back. They're not all Valentine themed, but a lot of them you could use for decorating a Valentine. You could also use it as a Valentine gift. Now, I love Valentine's Day. Some people hate it. And I love it for a different reason than what you're thinking. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's just for like couples that just got together, or lovers, or even married folk or whatever. But I mean, it is. I like the romance part of it, and I know it can get a little sickening, and the stores just try to get you to buy stuff. But I love it mostly because I guess I love the color pink and I love the color red, and that's kind of like the theme of Valentine. But I also like it because it reminds me of childhood. Like, I know that's weird, but at school, they used to always have Valentine's parties, and you get to buy the Valentines and give them to all your classmates. And even when I just feel like Valentine's Day is about love, and it can be a chance to show anybody you love that you love them. So you can give them a gift, you can write them a card, you can just give them some candy. I used to give my kids Valentine presents when they were little just because I love them. They were the love of my life. So why would I not give them a gift? So anyway, I hope you've been doing well. Let's get into it. This booth was 30% off, and it had a lot of smalls, which I love because they're very easy to ship. You do have to check over them really well, make sure they don't have any chips or anything. They had a lot of salt and pepper shakers, some little trinkets and things. So I always like to look in there. These little Homco bears I have sold before, and they do really well for me. So that's why I was trying to check the prices on those, but they were a little more than I wanted to spend. And also it wasn't a full set.
thought this set of dishes was just beautiful. I love that starburst design, but no one really uses china anymore and it doesn't sell well. It has to be a certain type to sell well. And then I just thought these were so cool from the 1960s. It's a little toy, they're little bells. It says dingalings on there, but I think they used to be called tingalings. They're from the 60s. I'm not positive on that, but they're really cool. And I wanted to take a picture of this. It's like an old wood piece from a post office, and I just thought it was really neat. People were stopping to look at it, and I thought I'd get a picture of it.
I didn't get a lot of stuff this time. Their prices are a little bit not for resale, they're more retail, but I did pick up some really cool items. One thing that was actually pretty decently priced and also Valentine heart shaped is this copper mold. I've said in other videos, copper molds do well for me. This is a small one, about 6 inches. It was in really good shape and I got it for a few dollars. So this was a good find and it is already listed in my Etsy shop. The other thing that was like a fantabulous find is this butterfly. This thing is massive, okay? It's chalkware. It still has like its little hanger that's in good shape. Now the back kind of has some paint on it because these were the chalkware plaster ceramics that people painted. So someone painted this in the gold, like goldish yellow and the oranges with brown, which is very 70s and 80s, like very 70s. Butterflies are very popular. I love butterflies. I don't know a person that doesn't love butterflies. Personally, I don't know anyone. I'm sure they're out there. But they sell really well for me. And this one, when I say substantial, this weighs over 2 pounds. Like it's got some weight to it. It doesn't have any chips or anything in it, which is really hard to find when you buy old chalkware or plaster. Usually something's chipped. So it's in really good condition. And these go for really well. People love to use these for decorating. It looks really great against this green wall. And this has already been listed in my Etsy vintage shop. So I did pick this up there and I do think this was a good find. I believe I paid up for this. I want to say I paid 20 bucks for this, which is a little high for if you're buying something to resell it, but I do see these going for a lot more than that. And since I'm including shipping, I can actually price it up a little bit. Glasses do well for me. I found these two glasses. They didn't have the full set. There is a full set of these that have different colored flowers, but I did get these. It's got kind of like the tulip and the iris, the purple iris, and I am trying to decide if I want to sell them together or separately. Single glasses do well for me because someone may have a set and broke one and they're looking for one. I got these for a couple of dollars because the booth was on sale. I think the booth was 40% off. So I think I know I can get my money back for them. I just don't know if I should sell them together or singly. Along the line of glasses, I also found these and got these for a couple of dollars. Very pretty. Also a set that has multiple colors. They only had the green and the blue, so I got those because you never know. Somebody might be missing the green and the blue, but aren't these pretty? They have like a grape design. I've seen these before. They have another one that's kind of like a pinkish red, and I want to say they have like a gold or a yellow. But these are the only two I found, and I love green and blue. Like, you know, I love green, but I love green and blue. I may sell these together, and people can always message me if they just want one and they don't want the other, and I can like reduce the price for that. And if they just like, hey, I just want the green one, then I'm like, okay, we can change the price for you. And this is not something I would normally pick up, but it was this little, the Chipettes. So, you know, Alvin and the Chipmunks, this is the girls. This is a little girls singing group, the Chipettes. I paid $5 for this, and I don't know why, because I didn't research it. I was just thinking, oh, chipmunks, you know, that's cute. Somebody might, sometimes this stuff sells. But when I got home and looked it up, they're basically worth about $5. So I will sell it though, just to recoup my money from it. I just won't make a profit on it. And that's okay. That's okay. You live and you learn. I always pick up Fitz and Floyd. I've talked about that in other videos as well. This was just a cute little soap dish. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that looks like Fitz and Floyd. And sure enough, Fitz and Floyd. So I'll put the date up on the screen because it's those Roman numeral dates. But it's just a cute little soap dish. He's got the little fellow with his tie on and his feet are hanging out. And these type items do really well because they're just little novelty items. And because they are vintage, it's in great shape for vintage. They're hard to find now because even if someone had it back in the day, this is one of those things where if I sell it, people are like, I remember my grandma had that in her bathroom or something like that. So they'll buy it because it brings up a memory. It's like a nostalgic thing. Thought this was super cute. I did pay up for this. I want to say I paid over $10 for him, and I don't know that he's going for a whole lot more than that online, but I just thought he was so cute, and I do think he'll sell. All of my Fitz and Floyd stuff sells no matter what it is. I don't have a whole lot of stuff left for a long time in my shop that people have not bought. And that was all I bought. See, it was a really small haul, but I have some other stuff I want to show you. The little card that I had at the beginning of the video. A long time ago, I actually found these at a thrift store. It was like a flea market-y type thrift store, and they had them all in a bag. I want to say these are in another video I have as well, but I found these and they are vintage. They're in good shape. Some of them have tape on them where I think someone had them taped up. I think these would be great for a classroom, but I also just thought they were so cute and so fun to use in your decorating. So there's this one with the bears, and he's in really good shape, but he has like a little thing where he had a price tag on him, but luckily they're the same on both sides. So if one side has like a little bit of damage, you can definitely use it on the other side. I'm assuming all paper goods are usually called ephemera, so people do sell paper goods. I don't really sell ephemera that much. I just don't pick it up. But I could sell these essentially and just put them in a padded, like a cardboard envelope or something where they wouldn't get bent. I'm hanging on to them right now just because I love them so much, but if I don't use them in my decor, I will consider selling these down the road. And then there's the little bunny with his heart. Also, my youngest daughter is getting her master's right now for teaching, and I am trying to hang on to some of this stuff because it would make great classroom decorating. And I want to say they're all marked Eureka USA, which I looked up and is probably like around the 80s or so. And then this little couple. How sweet is that? That's so cute. So I had these. They came in a sack when I bought them with other holidays. So like they're not just Valentine's. I have like St. Patty's Day, which also is coming up after Valentine's Day. And then Easter will be the next one coming up. So just a little sack full of different ones, and I just thought they were cute. I paid $9 for the entire sack, and like I said, it has other ones in it. And so now I want to share with you a few things that are already listed in my Etsy store that I haven't bought recently, but that remind me of Valentine's Day. So if you were going to buy a gift for someone for Valentine's and you wanted to get them something vintage, because I think that's a really cool idea. I'm not talking like, okay, vintage jewelry, great idea. Perfect idea if you're buying it for a woman. But as women, if we're just buying it for like another woman, like another friend, or like your mother or your sister or your aunt or your child, those are the kind of things that I'm going to show you now, because you could buy them for like a spouse, but I don't really have anything themed for a man right now in what I'm going to show you. I think that a vase is a really good idea, and I have like some vases for a really good price. Like this beautiful little Lenox vase with the pretty rose on there. So pretty, and it's Lenox. You see these quite a bit. It's not like a very expensive vase, but something like this, even with some live flowers in it, even if you pick the flowers up at like Kroger or Walmart or wherever, is a really good friend gift or any kind of gift, or even to give for a man to give a woman, and then they can keep this vase. And I think that's a great idea for a gift. I do sell a lot of trinket boxes. This is a beautiful one. This one is made in Italy. And this is kind of that Capodimonte style, they call it, but it's got the basket weave ceramic, and then it has a flower on the top, and the flower's in really good condition. And then the lid comes off, and it makes a really pretty jewelry box. So I think this is a little bit bigger than what you would call a trinket box, but trinket boxes or jewelry boxes, something like this, romantic style. This is even pretty like in somebody's bedroom as a decor. But this makes a really good gift. This is in my Etsy shop. I've had this for a while. Really surprised that it hasn't sold, because most things that are the basket weave and made in Italy do sell well for me. I do have one actual Valentine type themed item, and it's this cute little music box, a little bear holding a little heart, and it has a heart on the bottom. And this is vintage, and it is the Norcrest, and it does still play, and it also has an on-off button, so you can turn it off. I don't know what song that is. I don't know. This is a really sweet gift. Now, this is a sweet gift that you could give to your mom, your child, your grandma, anybody for Valentine's Day, but I thought he was sweet. The thing I show in the video that is listed in my Etsy shop, I'll put a link below in the description so that you can find it or go look at it if you want to see more pictures of it. I've had this in my shop for a while. This is just a plastic bowl, and I just thought it would be I just think it's really pretty. Someone put their little sticker on it with their name on it, so it's like a little bread basket. They probably took it to like a church event, and they used to like put your name on, like, this got to go back to me, this got to go back to me. But I think it's really pretty to put in your decorating. I think it's got an interesting shape. These are hard to find that don't have cracks or anything. This one's in really good shape. I think this would also be great as a Valentine's gift. Hear me out. Make some cookies, make some brownies, put them in here, cover it up, and give the entire thing as a gift, and they get to keep the bowl. I think that's a great gift. Also just listed, I had this and I kept it for a long time, but I went ahead and listed it because I was like, I've never used it. I just need to get rid of it. So it is this is melamine, and it's this love tray, and it has like a lace look. But that's in the design. That it looks like real lace. It's made to look like 3D, but it's not actual lace. And the back is just white. It's also made in Italy. And it's just like a really pretty design of pink. And it's just a flat tray. And I think this would be great for a Valentine's party. This would actually be great for a bridal shower or a party or something. If you were gonna use this theme, I think this is a really pretty thing. And people like stuff like this to buy because it's useful and it's in really great condition. I've showed these in another video. I bought them because I wanted to keep them. I paid up for them, and then they used to come in a 3-piece. It's these 2 angels. I'm gonna try to keep them in their box. They've got like these really pretty wings, these 2 cherubs. They are chalkware. So they're chalkware, and they just have a really pretty look to them. They also are made in Italy. It says for the Cincinnati Doll Company. They have a little mark on the back. I've seen these. They come in different color. I've also seen the blue set, and there was actually one other piece to this set. So originally when they were sold, they would be 2 cherubs, and then they had a cherub head that went in the middle that was just a head with the wings on it, and these like really pretty like multicolored wings with the gold trumpet. I also thought they would sell pretty quick, but they are priced up a little bit higher because I looked them up, and they are kind of worth a lot because they're hard to find now where they are not chipped or anything. So I do think I have these on sale. If not, I'm gonna run a sale on them. I just think they're so great, and I was hoping that they would find the owner that would appreciate them. I did do a little craft project. I'm working on the little area above my china cabinet in my kitchen. That's in several videos. I'll try to link those below. But I had this calendar from 2015. And if you ever buy a calendar and you love like the little things in it, and I love the little dessert pictures in it, and that's why I kept it, because it had these great desserts. And I just thought these would be so pretty framed in like a kitchen or like a, like a little dining area, which is what I originally had saved them for. So cute. But I had not used them. So I needed a little picture up above my china cabinet, and I'll show you. And so I used one similar to this, and I cut the little cake out and like decoupaged it into the middle of this frame, just to have like a little picture up there. So I don't know if it looks good or not. I kind of like it. It looks good from far away, but when you're up close to it, I don't know. So I am still tweaking that. I'm telling you guys, when I decorate something, it takes me forever. I'm so picky about I'm not picky, like I'm not really great at it, but it's like I know what I like. So I'm picky in the sense that I'm like, it just doesn't look right. One little thing is off and I'm like, I'll obsess over it and like be like, I just need to fix that. And why, I don't know, because no one ever looks up there. No one's ever going to see it. No one's ever going to notice it. But it's me. I notice it. And so that's why it bothers me. So if you can relate to that, that's where I'm going with that. Everything I try to like redo, like, oh, I'm getting ready to redecorate this. Then it's like a hassle because ever so often, all the stars align and whatever I'm working on just turns out like great. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect in my head. Great. Like other people may not like it, but it'll turn out great where I'm like, oh, I really like that. But then sometimes I'm like, I don't like that. And it weighs on my mind until I get it right in my eyes, if that makes sense. But I'm going to show you guys that area and show you a little clip of what I was working on of these and how I made that little picture. And then we will end up in my Etsy room and I'll show you what sold today before I let you guys go. China cabinet, what I've been working on, and then I changed out the decor. So this is that actual little decoupage that I cut this cake out and put in the middle of that frame. And then I painted this mirror, church mirror. I painted it pink to go with my metal refrigerator. And then I still have my big basket. And this I'm working on because I found this pink stuff and I kind of wanted to put it with the greenery, but I'm not happy with it yet. Also, I'm not real happy with this bird cage, but I'm going to tell you that this looks a lot better than what I used to have. I think that looks good from far away, but we're going to still tweak this cabinet. And also I have a great idea for these corners here. I want to get like the little gingerbread trim and put it in the corners. I think that will look good. So I am gonna kind of zhuzh up this cabinet. Okay, we are back in the Etsy room to wrap this up. I wanna show you this really cool bowl that sold today. This is was in another video. I picked this up a while back. It's a brass enamel bowl. The inside has enamel design of like some duck or geese. Brass always sells well, and especially the enamel design. So this just sold, that's going out. I've had some other sales, but I have already gotten those together and they're gone out. That's all I have for you today, guys. Just kind of a short video. I wanted to, it'd been a few days since I put one out. Thank you so much if you've been watching and if you're subscribed. If you're not, I would love it if you would subscribe before you leave. And I will see you guys in the next video. That's all I have for you today. Take care, be good to yourselves, and I'll see you soon.